and unmute yourself. Can you guys hear me?
Let's all unmute then.
That's fucking hilarious.
Everybody unmute and sing along. Bum, 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 Hello.
That's Leon's fault that we've discovered that.
Surprise bonus show time. Hence the generic StreamYard 30-second countdown. This is the first time that we've tried this. We're calling this Awkward Question Time, Any Other Business. Because over previous weeks, my God, there's been some tangents and we haven't had time to cover everything or do everything. There's been the odd question or the odd comment or people have thought of stuff after the show's ended, which has been absolute gold. So we thought we'll give this a whirl, give it a record and then put it out on the Monday night. Or it might go horrendously badly and it will never see the light of day. It won't be broadcast and probably sealed in a box and buried in the desert like that E.T. game in the 80s. That was a thing. That was a thing. In the 1980s, a game version of E.T. was made and it was so bad they rounded up all the copies, put it into a concrete case and buried it in the desert.
The 80s don't exist, Alex.
Wow, that's not very environmentally friendly.
No, not really. You say the 80s was a myth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I wasn't born when the 80s was there. So.
Yeah, exactly. The world would have nothing to revolve around.
Young. So young, it makes me feel ill.
I know the feeling. So as we're recording this, we've literally just come off air from the live show. So Stu had to disappear because we saw the reflection of his missus at the kitchen window just going...
Wrong one.
Yeah. No, not Stu. Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, I'm not here.
Well
I'm not here. I don't exist either, just like the 80s.
Not good if you saw a reflection of Chris's wife in Stu's.
That would be kind. Yeah, it would be weird, wouldn't it?
See, it's fine when Alex is the one confusing the white men for each other because he's the other white man, so that's acceptable. It's not like me just going, Alex, Stu, all the same.
Can't. Words. Good.
You know, and even that's better than getting me confused with another like mixed race or black woman. So
that will be all sorts of issues. All sorts of issues. So we will we'll come to a bonus question that we didn't have time for during the main show, which is: have you ever made a mistake / discovered something genius whilst cooking?
Every day.
Every day. Oh, so what springs to mind when I say something genius?
So when I did Lark Lord, I think it was the first time I did Lark Lord as the NCF special before the official season started. It was like make the most exotic sandwich as a task. And I can't remember everything I put in there, but it was like a load of stuff which shouldn't have gone together. And it was like, oh, it's got pineapple and it's got salami and it's got all the different things. It was fucking delightful. It was just like my mouth is excited and confused and aroused and amazing.
It's a good sweet and savoury balance. So.
I mean, Alex, you saw me drunk on my birthday making cocktails. I regularly just chuck stuff together and hope it works. And a lot of the time, it fucking works. It's like, hey, that's a cocktail.
I've got to say, yes, I did. I did see on your birthday drunk, and the improvisation skills with cocktail making when you've had a few, using the tea caddy as a cocktail shaker was genius. So you emptied the tea out. It's got a lid on it. You just whacked a load of stuff in there and shaking.
It had like a little sealy thing, you know?
Yeah.
What do you call those jars where they can like a mason jar but not? And it was made it, sealable, watertight, shake it about. It's all good.
Well, it worked as a cocktail shaker. It was amazing. My worst culinary mishap is coffee related. My first job that I ever did, I was elected to do the tea / coffee round. And my employees, in their infinite wisdom in the kitchen, put the sugar in an identical pot to the fucking salt.
Classic.
So Gary, with his coffee with 3 sugars, took 1 gulp and then had to leg it to the toilet to vomit.
Oh, no. It's like a classic school prank, isn't it?
Almost, but no. It took me about 8 months to live that down. And Gary, who was my lift most mornings. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
is that your inspiration for this show, Alex? Awkward question time.
On the account of the amount of awkward things that I've encountered and been through.
The amount of
Partly.
awkward questions you were asked on those car journeys.
Yes. All those car journeys, school. This feels like therapy now.
And how do you feel about that?
Angry.
But who are you angry with, Alex?
Myself.
Just take it with a pinch of salt.
I think.
That's beautiful.
And
also
Fantastic.
and what the hell?
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
Yes, that's right. We've got no context Graham Whistler on the bonus show, people. Any more culinary genius / mistakes?
I have a really bad mistake. I thought it's in baking. I don't know if that counts with cooking, baking, whatever.
Yeah.
I thought that cream cheese and creamy cheese was the same thing, and I made a cheesecake with brie.
Oh no! Oh no!
And it was horrible. It
Oh
looked
no!
really but it was disgusting. A raspberry cheesecake.
With a few tweaks, that would work. If you had like a caramelized onion topping or bacon.
Like
Yeah, that actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
Savory cheesecake. Ooh.
Brie, caramelized
Not about
onion,
that life.
bacon.
That's
I'm
sort of a
hungry
quiche,
now.
isn't it? Savoury cheesecakes with the quiche.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking, damn, I could have been a millionaire by now.
That's my ball being burst there by Steph.
Sorry.
You were so close to that money-making scheme.
Weren't we?
Do other people here use recipes for things? Because I freestyle bake everything. I see what I've got, see what I can get, and just chuck it in. I do a lot of fusion cooking as well. People are like, oh, what is it? And I'm like, oh, it's a curry. And they're like, what kind of curry? I'm like, a little bit of Indian, a little bit of Thai, a little bit of Caribbean.
That was going to be my answer to something genius. I, as a student, uncovered the absolute miracle of fusion food that is you get couscous and you cook it and you boil it and then you stir pesto into it. It's gorgeous. Pesto couscous is one of the nicest things, and it's an abomination to two different cultures. But it is a beautiful abomination. It goes with so many different types of food.
Couscous is great. I couldn't be bothered making rice to go with my curry one day and just poured couscous into it and then realized that's a really quick.
More students need to get on. If you're watching any students or if any students are watching this, like couscous is dirt. And it is so easy. Literally, you boil water and pour boiled water over it. And it is the easiest thing. It's easier than rice. It's easier than pasta. Like, that is perfect.
Throw a knob of butter
food.
in. A knob of butter in it and just
Knob of
creams it
butter.
up.
Or pesto.
Also, it's an excuse to say knob.
Like this morning.
God.
That's kind of close. Yeah.
Worst nightmare being on that show.
But like, I don't understand. I know it's like a stereotype of like, you know, people without color to cook without spice, but I don't understand people who just like have like plain chicken or something, or like just like plain unseasoned food, because I am just constantly going through my cupboards, my fridge, and just chucking everything in and being like, you know, 5 more cloves of garlic and like a little bit of paprika and like, oh, I wonder if this would be nice with some cinnamon, some nutmeg. So it doesn't have to be spicy. It just has to have flavor. And I don't understand people who are like, this is rice and that's it. I'm like,
I have this like old man friend, and he's always sending me in the post like a printout of the benefits of turmeric. And I think he just like keeps forgetting that he's already sent it to me and being like, Kathy, I just want to remind you again of the benefits of turmeric.
It makes your food pretty.
Make sure that you're using it. And I'm like, yes, David, I'm putting it in all of my bologneses and all of my curries.
Does he buy any?
Go, Stu. No, just saying that reminds me of when I worked at Woolworths and there was a man that came in every day and bought a copy of Hellboy on VHS. Every day, 15 quid. By that point, they'd stopped having VHSs in. They were only ordering that in because he kept buying them.
When they air Hellboy in the like Bible Belt of the USA, you see like photos of like the signs outside advertising it saying Heck Boy, because they wouldn't write hell.
Oh, come on.
Like, you can come and see the film, but they'll retitle it in the advertising as Heck Boy.
So, Stu, what were you saying?
I was going to say, Kat, does this old man by any chance own a turmeric processing plant?
No, he
It's
just
good
like
for you.
he just like he's kind of like Santa. I mean, one of my friends thinks that he's like my sugar daddy, but he's not. It's like it's just a beautiful friendship where he
Is your
gives me
turmeric daddy?
He's money. He does give me money, but he also
Spice
gives
daddy.
me like lentils and like he just
Wow.
sent me a
That
new
sounds like a great
scientist.
arrangement.
He sent me a
Yeah.
new scientist in the post and yeah, books and DVDs and everything.
But if he's Santa and gives you turmeric, then he probably has a yellow beard, not a white beard.
Yeah,
It's saying, what's the? Oh, hello. Hang on. Let's full screen.
he's
Full
the
screen.
spice man.
Where is Heck Boy?
Heck boy.
Amazing.
Oh wow!
USA.
That sounds like a boy that's got an STD. Like, don't go near heck, boy.
I love the fact it's in the Bible Belt and they've put that over a film called Unplanned.
Hey.
Make of that what you will.
This isn't a cooking mistake, but as we're talking about swearing inappropriately and religion, I work with a lot of, in my day job, I work with a lot of religious organizations, and I once shouted "Jesus Christ" in front of a bishop. It was a very stressful situation. I literally walked into a room that had a bishop in it and went, "Jesus Christ! Oh, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. We all love him. So cool."
See, I swear like a sailor, and then every time I try and catch myself, I often find myself accidentally doing a different swear. I'm like, "Oh shit! Oh, fuck! I nearly said shit. Oh fuck! Shit! Cunt!" Like the skull falls out.
Did you merge a couple together and accidentally create new
Compound
swear
swearing is, I tend to swear in
words? Is that
threes
what
as well.
they call it?
Well, I just, I tend to like drop a phone and go, "Oh fucking shit tits!" Like, it's like a 3 in a row.
Cunty fuck is the best one. I love cunty fuck.
My favorite.
I tend to put a swear word and then location. So I tend to say things like "fuck on a mountain" or like shit in the bayou or something like that.
Shit in the bayou is good.
It's just a random location, like after a swear word. Just for some reason, that's the only way I can do it without just degenerating into complete gibberish.
So there's meant to be the rule as well of if you have like a swear word and then like a random inoffensive object directly after it that has the right vowel sound, and it's meant to be, I think, 2 syllables, so you can get like shit biscuit, fuck trumpet, and it's gonna have like it has to have the right vowel sound, and it just flows.
The famous one was cockwomble.
Cockwomble.
That's the famous one. So
cockwomble, shit biscuit, fuck trumpet. They all just, as long as it has the same vowel sound and it's a 2-syllable random noun after it, it's an instant swear.
Dick widget.
X-ray.
I like Dick Widget. Yeah.
That's like a character in a panto.
I say balls a lot too. I think I don't tend to kind of come out with too many graphic-y things. Well, I do. That's a lie. But I just, random. It's not always genitalia, but I feel like it's a different one every time. I'll drop a phone and be like, ass, and drop another phone and be like, tits. It's always my phone. I'm dropping my phone all the time.
I'll say it this way.
6 times an hour.
I'll say it this way. My partner is from Asia. She's from a very kind of like traditional background there, where it's like everybody's square. I still find it amusing whenever she's spoken to her parents and then afterwards just swears, because it just sounds like she's unleashing it all. You know what I mean? One of the best.
Holding it in.
Yeah, exactly. One of the best. She had a conversation with her parents in message, and while she was at work, and we just message each other when we're taking breaks at work. And we had another situation that was going on at the same time, and she received a message about that situation to me, gave me all the information, and then just randomly afterwards just messaged me with the words "stubborn twat," referring to another person. And I just was caught way off guard by that. I was just like, what? I thought for a second it was me that she was talking about. I'm like, I'm not that stubborn, am I? I mean, I am a twat, but like,
just to round this off, I was reminded of a culinary moment of I'll say it, genius. That came up on Facebook memories from 10 years ago. So 10 years ago was obviously a bit of a late Easter. And after a long Easter weekend, I came up with this idea, the ultimate Easter breakfast. And that is a Cadbury's cream egg with a Kit Kat as a dippy soldier.
Amazing.
So that is from Easter 2011, and there's a little glimpse of my Bournemouth flat in the background there. So that I think
is
So much respect for you now. Alex.
thank you.
This
Max
He's
redeems all your
redeemed
cheating.
himself.
I feel
I
like, you know,
haven't
they're
seen
supposed to be, ambassador with a Ferrero Rocher. I feel like you offer a lady a dipped cream egg, and that's not the only thing that's creaming, you know.
Mhm.
My lady.
Oh dear. Oh, and with that, I think we've
Yeah.
got a nice
You want to dip
bonus.
your Kit Kat finger in my egg?
Before we go on for a whole hour, I think we may need to wrap it up there.
Okay,
But I
sorry.
think this has been a good bonus show. We will do this again. More awkward questions aren't any other business. So if you're watching this and you haven't watched the main show, then go and watch the main show. You'll probably get a lot of the references now. So Chris Terry is in that. It's worth it just to see him going, oh, it's time, Chris, it's time. Being told it's time for him to go at the end. That was a thing of beauty, and I didn't know he has a stage name. He didn't tell me about that either. So if you go into that as well, you'll also hear the various plugs we all have and the various things that we're up to. We'll not go through that again now because it's almost 10 o'clock by the time we're recording this. I think all of us want to bugger off now.
I want a cream egg.
Yeah, well, they're going to go. Yeah, but Tesco Express is still open if you want to go and get a cream egg and a dippy soldier. So one more time, thanks again to Kitty, Cosmic Cat, Stu Dunlop, and Steph, and also to Chris Terry, who was on the main show as well. Until the next time, stay awkward. Bye, everybody. Bye.